And hello and welcome back to the CFS Impact PH 2024 Summer. Ako nga pala si Sticky Frog, kasama ko si Aero. Nandito na tayo sa second best of 3 of the day, and it is gonna be Vanguard versus Amellion sa ating screens at the very moment. Aaron, game number 1, or rather series number 1 was a bit tragic, no? Para sa side ng SPK. Circumstances out of their control. Unfortunately resulted itong R7 just cleaning it out dito sa subbase.
Napakaganda talaga na naging performance on the side of R7. But again, this is gonna be a new set of team or a set of a series na ating mapapanood. We have Vanguard and Amellion Gaming na maganda rin naman yung naging mga background nila onto the last matches na nakita natin sa kanila. But unfortunately nga, dun sa mga performance nila na nagpo-pull off or hindi masyadong naging maganda is kailangan ngayon nila itama na sila ngayon yung magkikita onto the series number 2, Vanguard, Amellion Gaming. Titignan nga natin kung paano yung magiging pull-off nito onto the side of both teams.
Yeah, and if hindi nyo alam, yung mga matches namin today, we are gonna show you on screen, of course. And ayan na nga. First map or first game, we've already had R7 taking out itong SPK. Vanguard up next against Amellion Gaming. Both teams have already shown how impressive they can be. But Amellion having the slightly worse record. So parang nga dito sa Vanguard, losing to Ria 7, no? Of all people. The team that just played earlier in a 3-map series, 13-11 sa Ankara. But it was very close actually para dito sa map 3 ng Amellion. Vanguard, of course, I think yun nga, the closest game they've had the entire group stage is 13-12 sa Ankara against itong SPK. So it's still Vanguard being Vanguard, pare. Vanguard is the team to beat dito sa CFS Impact PH, and for good reason, pare. Every single player is insane mechanically. Yung kanilang strategy is on point, and yeah, they're parang silang Masters team impacted are disguised as an impact team, pare.
Kumbaga, ayan yun talaga yung team na kailangan i-look forward ng mga 7 teams natin. So, on the side of Amellion Gaming naman, so interesting din kung paano nila i-face forward etong team ng Vanguard, kung paano nila ipa-plan out yung pwede nilang going fight between the maps na pwede nating makita mamaya. Kung ano nga ba yung mga map na yon, we'll see. Makikita nga natin kung paano nga ba didiskartehan yan on the side of Amellion Gaming. But for now, Vanguard, katulad nga ng sinabi mo, Vanguard is Vanguard. Nandun talaga yung kanilang pangalan na idinikta na talaga or talagang naisusulat na sila talaga yung isa sa mga teams na kailangan mo i-look forward dito sa CFS PH Impact.
Yeah, and I think yung pinakamalaking problema dito ng Amellion most likely is your consistency nila. Zerk played insane nung first week dito ng Impact, and then he came in dito sa week number 2. A bit on and off dun sa series nila with itong Re 7, and if he can figure out, if Amellion Gaming can figure out yung consistency problems dito ni Zerk, then Amellion could be one of the contenders para dito sa top 4. That also goes para sa mga ibang members dito ng Amellion na, ayun nga, it's a bit up and down sa mga ibang mapa natin. And granted, may mga ibang players na nagsa-step up in the place of yung kanilang sniper, in the place of their better player. It's there is still a lot of problems to solve para dito sa Amellion, but at least yung baseline nila is not too bad.
And let's see kung ano nga ba or sino yung mga maglalaro for the team of Vanguard. At ayan, we have Tetsu, CLD, Polex, Aiden, and BRM or Brim para dito sa kanilang, or BEM, para dito sa kanilang lineup. So, interesting nga talaga kung paano mag-standout palalo etong team ng Vanguard up against the side of Amellion Gaming.
Yep, I have to reveal this, Aaron. So I might be slightly biased towards the side of Vanguard because this is my clan. So yun nga. It's the homies, man. It's still Vanguard being Vanguard, pare. And yun nga, they have the perfect balance, no? Napansin ko sa team na to. They have the perfect balance of experience and youth. Dito sa team nila, they have Polex, they have Aiden, and para naman dun sa experience, you have si CLD, you have si Bem, you have si Tetsu, who's been around a while dito sa scene natin. So, Vanguard, they're a quintessential top 2, top 3 impact team or top 4 possibly deal sa Masters if they can even make it. But we're gonna have the next team, of course, lest we not forget, pare, Amellion Gaming. Ayun nga, Amellion Gaming. We have Zerk, Poging, Yaba, Ixor, at si Eren. So, curiously actually dito, Aaron, is si Eren is actually the one who stepped up dun sa series nila against etong V7. Zerk kinda came in late. Poging was covering para dito kay Zerk since hindi siya tumatama sa sniper on port. Yaba was doing his thing. Ixor was very clutch. So, Amellion, yun nga, no, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, they just need to keep it consistent, pare.
Kailangan talaga nila maging consistent, yes. Andun rin kasi talaga yung magiging factor kung paano nila ipapakita yung performance nila up against the side of Vanguard na na-point out mga kanina, all of the efforts or yung kanilang mga yung kanilang mga veteran skills up against this team, Amellion Gaming, is pwede talaga nilang ibigay yung lesson na yun. At yung Amellion Gaming, kailangan rin talaga nilang i-absorb yung lesson or yung kanilang magandang performance or, again, yung kanilang experience up against the side of Vanguard. Kasi isa yun sa magiging factor, knowing all of the teams dito sa CFS Impact, ay napakaganda rin talaga yung naibibigay na magandang knowledge or experience sa bawat matches na naipapanood natin, katulad ng Series 1 kanina.
And let's talk about priorities, man, pagdating dito sa mga mapa natin. Vanguard is probably gonna try to go for yung Ankara. They are and still are the best team sa mapa na to on the entirety of Impact. They could also go port as kind of their second choice, no, if ever mababan dito yung Ankara. But para sa Vanguard, most likely they do want to go in their comfort map. And para naman sa Amellion, they have so many choices actually para sa kanila dito. They can either go sub-base, but I would really recommend na they would go compound if ever sila nga yung map number 2 dito. And map number 3 could go in the way of Black Widow. So, yun yung nasa utak ko ngayon that's kind of running yung map dito between sa dalawang teams. But we can see something different, man, in all honesty.
And again, let's take a look at the map dito. Kung ayun nga ba yung tamang prediction from you, Sneaky Frog. But for now, inalis na nga agad yung Eagle Eye 2.0. Sub-base also. So Black Widow and Compound. Ito yung isa sa mga kailangan natin look forward for from the map 1 to map 2. At Mexico naman for the decider map for this series.
Kala ko last map Ankara, I would be so happy. But then we saw the cursed map that is Mexico, pare, for map number 3. And I am actually surprised, no, na ayun nga, Amellion are gonna ban Eagle Eye. That's their perma ban. I'm surprised na VG is banning itong sub-base. Granted, that's the best map na Amellion does have, but I think it's playable para sa kanila dito. Black Widow, though, for the first map para sa Amellion is a very, very brave pick. Man, very, very brave pick para sa Amellion, knowing how good mechanically etong VG is individually, no? And this is where the individual mechanics shine sa mapa na to. Whoever gets yung first shot, whoever gets the opening kill, most likely will get yung sight. So, it's gonna be interesting to see kung anong form ito take up ngayon ng Amellion. If they're gonna be, the form na nakita natin yesterday, then that's gonna be bad news para sa kanila. Or are we gonna see the form ng Amellion in week number 1 when they were up against SPK and, be a lot more fight siguro galing sa side ng Amellion. Pero global risk to start things off. Blacklist para sa Vanguard. Pero yung map 2 is where I'm actually interested in, no, na Vanguard is actually willing to pick itong compound kasi this is the map na ipepeg ko para sa Amellion to stop itong si Paul X from doing his usual shenanigans, no, pagdating sa kanyang entries. Kasi the map is so close. There's no lineups that you can do para makapasok ng A, para makapasok ng B. It's straight up fights that you have to take as that PL side. So, yeah, a lot of things to think about sa B2 na to, pare.
Kailangan rin talagang pag-aralan yan in terms of the execution, knowing all of these two teams, especially Amellion, ang dami rin talaga nilang kailangan asikasuhin or intindihin in terms of the map number 1. Because this is gonna
They like to troll a bit too much, pare. They like to have a little bit too much fun, kaya umabot sila ng OT dun sa kanilang last na Ankara. So they need to lock it in dito sa next game natin.
Parang medyo pinaglalaruan pa yung ibang mga playstyle or gumagawa sila ng ano eh,
And players are still connecting dito sa lobby natin. So thank you for your patience kung sino man yung nasa chat. Pero Amellion, let's start talking about Amellion as well, who can be the possible matchups between the dalawang teams natin. Yaba, of course, really good when he's online. Iren, anchored really well dito sa sub-base for the side of Amellion Gaming. There's also yun nga, Zerk being the X-factor para sa kanyang team sa mga ibang mapa natin. And we have yet to see anything actually galing dito kay Clyde. And si Ixor, very clutch. So, if on point nga sila lahat, then that could happen. Pero yung problema, start pa lang ng game, Folex and Tetsu finding 2 frags, and yun na nga, Folex already finding a 1-tap. Pero Tetsu at Folex, sinagot ni Iren. And this is what I was talking about, man. Iren is also a really good anchor, but he can go aggressive from time to time. Pero si Ixor, mahuhulog agad dito. CLD spotting si Iren na nasa 3-box. Who is gonna get the headshot first? CLD. Hindi pa nakakabawas. No HP down. Galing kay Iren, but he's already half CLD. Nakuha na si Iren, and it's a B plant. Alam nila na naan dito si Clyde. They have the idea na nasa HP siya and sasabayan na lang yata ng Vanguard ang pag-peak dito sa HP. Clyde on half HP, 25 seconds na lang natitira and nakisabay pa kasi CLD. And all the way from A going into B, CLD gets the last kill and Vanguard, quite the back and forth sa start ng round pero natapos nila.
Maganda pa rin naman yung naging start on the side of Amellion Gaming, but unfortunately, VG, the side of Vanguard, ibang klase rin talaga yung naging performance nila. Knowing you have Paul X and Tetsu with the 2 kills agad, early pa lang dun sa round na yun. But for now, this is gonna be the second round. May kita natin kung mas gaganda pa nga ba yung magiging depensa on the side of Amellion Gaming. Uy! Wow. Whoa.
Yun lang. We didn't see the Zerk from yesterday's game, so lot more confidence siguro ngayon pagdating sa kanyang sniper. Already getting 2 kills. Bem at Aiden na lang natitira, so the Lurk and the Anchor. Last 2 left alive for the side of Vanguard. Pero, si Aiden, he can also go a bit aggressive, pero numbers don't die, pare. It's still them at a disadvantage.
Medyo naging alanganin nga as of now ang side ng Vanguard, pero kailangan pa rin naman maging play safe kung ikaw ang side ng Amellion. Huwag ka magkaroon ng error katulad dito sa may gitna with a good exchange pa rin naman na ginawa dito ni Clyde up against the side of Aiden, and Bem once again trying to pick out one of the players ngayon dito ng AL and Amellion. There's gonna be a 1v3 situation. Napakalayo ngayon ng isang player on the side of Amellion, pero Iren, anong gagawin mo? But Zerk with a good initiate kill. 1-1 ngayon yung ating score.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, man. If Zerk is online dito sa game natin, then Amellion is gonna give Vanguard a hard time. And nakita ka natin kahapon dun sa port, he wasn't that confident sa kanyang sniper, not willing to play itong top A. Back on the rifle na lang siya nung moment na yon. Pero ngayon, seems like mas maganda yung gising niya. Papasok ng series na to. And already getting a 2-piece to gain them the round. Pero LA control lang gustong kunin ng Vanguard. CLD mahuhulog agad. Fall X getting si Yaba. Fall X getting si Clyde. Wow. And that could be a mistake. Short and long aggression at the same time. Bem nakuha na si Zerk na nasa loob ng site. And mukhang wala ng C4 plant mangyayari. It's a straight up victory with frags. 2-1 para sa Vanguard. That 4K galing kay Fall X along. Absolutely insane.
Napakalinis na round yon for the side of Vanguard, trying to eliminate, and now onto the mid side. Zerk ngayon pinatahimik neto ni Tetsu, and now mas nagra-rush forward or nagli-lean towards agad sila dito sa mismong B site. Nagugulatin nga ba nila itong si Exor? But unfortunately, mas naging ready siya with a 2K. But CLD with a good exchange. Pero dun sa may labas, hindi nila nakikita yung nandun sa may likod. And there we go. Mas napapunta pa nga sa side ng Vanguard yon, rather dun sa side ng Amellion, yung ganong play style na ginawa nila.
Yeah, and that's the time. Pag TBT yung sitwasyon, you gotta press tab. You gotta know na Aiden is the type of guy to be in a very opportune spot dito sa mapa natin. Kagaya nga ng mid when the B-side play is going on. And Tetsu getting si Zerk. Ooh, that's that 165 hertz. Peak right there, pare. Galing dito kay Tetsu. Tetsu getting 2. And Iren up next, missing the flick. Bem, siya na lang nakakuha dito kay Clyde. One more player on towards yung short. Iren eating a nade and forced to peek dahil nga sa nade na yon. And last 2 left alive, Aiden nag-aabang dito sa LA pero there's no one there. Instead, Fall X na lang. Another one tap for the AK player ng Vanguard, man. It's a familiar story.
Parang kada segundo may nagiging initiate fight ang side ng Vanguard, and as of now parang hindi pa umabot ng 1 minute etong ating mga time kada round. Nakakuha agad ng magandang punishment ang side ng Vanguard, and Amellion Gaming, they need to adjust, they need to strategize ngayon dahil nandyan si Yaba with a 2 initiate fight na pwede niya makita. But Bem with a good play. CLD also nandun sa may likuran, pero nandun pa rin naman si Bem with a good exchange. 2 versus 2 right now, pero good leg shot. Tumama dun sa may ipaa. Pero Clyde, medyo nagiging alanganin yung space niya. Pero yung C4 nandun sa mismong A site. Paplant na kaya nila. Pero Exor, anong gagawin niya up against the side of Aiden?
Aiden not picking up the C4 on purpose. Pag na-pick up niya yung C4 dito, maririnig siya. Aiden getting si Clyde somehow. Wow. Ixor na lang natitira, and I think they have the rough idea kung saan siya magagaling dito. Window A is the most likely suspect. And Aiden starting to doubt a bit. Ixor Nandito lang sa window, decided to
Ayun
go
lang.
out at the wrong time. Tetsu nakatingin na nga dito sa bintana. And 5-1, Vanguard. 4-point lead dito sa Black Widow. And that's what I'm talking about, pare. That's
Fast
the...
pace game.
Why? Why Black Widow first map? That's what I'm thinking.
And yeah, tama ka dun. Nagre-result ngayon to into this victory nga na nakikita natin on the side of Vanguard, knowing na kanina medyo nagiging pantay yung execution nila, pero once na magkaroon ng magandang strategy ang side ng Vanguard, doon hindi nakakasabay ang side ng Amellion Gaming. Katulad na naman dito, kailangan makakuha nila ng magandang pick-up. But unfortunately, Folex, ginagawa niya lang yung trabaho niya, trying to initiate, trying to clear out all of the players na dedepensa dito sa may site. Pero yung C4, mukhang iniwan nila. Mukhang gugustuhin na lang nilang kumin kaysa mag-plant. And now, VG, ganun lang yung nagiging trabaho nila sa kada round na nakikita natin.
6-1 VG speedrunning yung series, low-key. Amellion Gaming, no... Ayan, wala silang momentum at all. They are stuck in the water dito sa Black Widow on the first half, and Vanguard full offense, full on the offensive dito sa mapa natin. And they're actually gonna tweak it this time, pare. Hindi sila ganun kabilis kagaya ng mga ibang rounds natin, but iba yung definition ng slow play ng Vanguard kumpara sa mga ibang teams natin. They're still pretty fast, pero it's not the same pace sa pag-push agad dito palabas ng site.
Kinukuha agad nila yung yung advantage wherein Iren and Yaba getting the 3 kills dun sa may gitna. And now, VG, medyo naging alanganin at mukhang nabasa ngayon ng Amellion Gaming, but Aiden with a good exchange dun sa may B-side. Pwede ngayon magkaroon ng magandang adjustment inside the map, ang side ng Amellion Gaming. But for now, wala silang kahit anong information dun sa C4. Pwedeng makapitas dun sa may gitna. Etong si CLD. And there we have it. Yaba ngayon yung kanyang mabibiktima.
Okay, Zerk. Zerk needs to calm down. Pero nahanap niya dito si CLD na tumatalon. Aiden finding si Clyde. Honestly, looking a lot more winnable kumpara kanina. Pero Aiden gonna fall immediately. What a 3K galing kay Yaba dito sa may short side natin. And that is what Amellion needs to stop itong initial game plan ng Vanguard and put them in a very tough spot, pare.
And mukhang hindi nagwo-work rin on the side of Vanguard yung ganung passive play. Mas gugustuhin nata nila ngayon. I-rush na lang agad yung isang site at hindi pa doon nagiging maganda ang mga positioning on the side of Amellion Gaming. And as of now, Iren with a good initiate fight up against the side of Tetsu. -1 ngayon yung mga players on the side of Vanguard. Pero ngayon kasi, makikita mo on the side of CLD, gumagawa ng magandang space na napoprovide niya ngayon. Pero kailangan niya pa rin tignan at smoke out lahat ng entryways na pwedeng tignan ng mga players ngayon ng Amellion Gaming. And there we go, 3K para kay CLD para sa round na ito.
Yeah, familiar synergy between kay Bem at kay CLD, former Execration Boys, now on Vanguard. So, pamilyar na sila sa ganitong sitwasyon pag sila na lang yung buhay dito. And C4, ibababa na ba? Yes, Bem in the right position. May lalabas ba ng bintana? Mukhang wala. Lalabas na lang sila dito sa pinto, but that could be a mistake galing dito kay Bem. CLD, nasa gilid. Very well bangable. CLD with the white pick, getting the headshot and getting two! Oh my God! And ayan na nga yung sinasabi ko, Aaron. You can get Folex, but you still have to deal with Bem at kay CLD dito, pare.
Kung di ako nagkakamali, nakakuha ata ng ace pick-off etong si CLD dun sa road na yun. Parang siya lang talaga yun naging sagot dun with the support on the side of them. And still, Vanguard, ibang klase yung nagiging performance nila. At mukhang hindi kinakaya ngayon yung energy na yun kapag sa side of Amellion. Katulad dito sa may gitna, Folex once again, ginagawa niyang aggressive etong side nila.
That was a for-fun push, 100%. Galing kay Folex. Oh my God, Bem! Yep. He just knows. He got his pre-fires down, pare. Probably worked on it last night. Zerk, nakuha na nga si Aiden dito. And Folex, still wanting to be aggressive doon. Nandito siya sa gilid ng door. So if ever may mag-walk up dito sa may cat B natin, he could possibly get a shot. Pero grabe, pati si Tetsu, tinetesting niya yung long. So he sees na meron pa dalawang players dito sa high mid. So alam ng Vanguard dito that Amellion Gaming is only playing yung RS natin so far. So they're not gonna press too heavy dito, pare.
Napakaganda rin talaga. Doon pa lang sa 2 engagement kills na meron sila, Iren and Yaba. Napaka-big factor na yon for the side of Amellion Gaming, and knowing na tatlo na lang yung natitira sa kanila, mas nagiging delikado kung saan nga ba sila pwedeng pumunta. Tetsu and CLD yung pwede nilang makita ngayon dito sa my play. And Zerk, napakaganda nung ginawa niya doon. Trying to eliminate one, and ngayon, dikit ang laban. Pero saan kaya sila pupunta na side?
Di man lang siya nabawasan doon. Oh,
Oh,
Zerk na
yun
naman.
pa.
Zerk with the impact frags, pero Tetsu getting one with the sniper. C4 is down dito sa safe zone, pero LA na dadaan yung ating Amellion squad. Tetsu, now with the M4, actually, not too bad. Sa weapon na to, itong si Tetsu, 30 seconds na lang natitira, and he's gonna decide to play the underside ng RS. But he's gonna have to look dito sa LA. Ixor, nasa slope. Does he get the shot? Low HP. Doesn't get the kill all the way dito kay Ixor. Unfortunately, low HP for the one player dito ng Amellion. Bem na lang natitira, just as clutch as the rest of the squad. Bem getting one, Bem getting two, and one clutch each for the former Exe boys, pare. It's just familiar territory para sa kanila dito.
Parang the side of Vanguard, either dun sa dalawa na nakita natin, kayang gumawa ng magandang clutch. And again, na-point out mo nga kanina, ibang klase rin talaga yung performance and yung experience nitong dalawang veteran players on the side of Vanguard. 8-2 score at mukhang grabe rin yung pag-push, and still, Iren and Polex, maganda yung naging trade-off nila dun sa Mailong.
Yeah, and ito yung problema no pagkalaban mo yung Vanguard. If you cannot keep up with their overwhelming pace galing sa mga ibang player, then that you could just drown dito sa laro natin. Pero Amellion, they're really trying to swim up dito sa laruan natin, getting 2 kills. Bem and Folex na lang natitira, but still, we saw what happened for the past few rounds, and you know that it's very winnable pa rin from the side of Vanguard. And uunahin muna nila dito, the solo player, Clyde, does get itong si Bem, pero Folex gets one in return. 1v3, Folex getting chased dito sa B-site, Yaba out in the open, pero hindi niya makuha yung one tap in the first swing. And Amellion Gaming, a point on the board, pare.
Ayun yung kailangan talaga nila on the side of Amellion Gaming. Pero Vanguard, parang kailangan muna nilang magkaroon ng backup plan dahil hindi nga nag-work yun because of the bonus pick off on the side of Clyde. Mawawalan sila ng depensa dun sa may B-site, pero nandun pa rin naman yung initiate push na pwede nating makita on the side of Tetsu. Pero dun sa may likuran, hindi ata nila na-check si Folex na napakalalim na din.
Always check for Folex pagkalaban niyo yung Vanguard. Where the hell is he pushing? Pero yun lang, Tetsu. Not getting the memo, unfortunately. Napabalik na dito yung Amellion sa B-site. Pero nandito pa si CLD. Very capable of anchoring itong B-waters natin. And alam mo naman si Folex, he's 100% gonna push LA. You can already see. It's a minimap. Look. He's already pressing W. He's tap walking. Naghahanap siya. He's gonna see the player sa HM. He's gonna get si Clyde instead. And babalik siya agad dito sa LA. He's just dipping his toes in dito sa RS. And then he goes out. And then dips back
Ayun
in.
lang!
Ayun na nga, the double dip. The double dip peak. Galing kay Folex. Ixor na lang natitira. Flash ilalabas. Flashing the sky. Ixor gonna be blinded. Pero hindi siya mamamatay dito. 1v1. Same health for CLD at kay Ixor dito. And they do have slight information kung nasa yung C4. Nasa gitna lang talaga na RS. But CLD, how are you gonna play this 1v1?
50-50 situation on the side of Ixor. Pero CLD, medyo nagiging aggressive pa rin siya kahit papano. Knowing this is gonna be a 1v1. A 50-50 chance para dito sa dalawang players natin. Pero more on gunfight ata yung gustong gawin on the side of Amellion Gaming. Pero kailangan nilang i-call pa rin to go forward sa isang side lang ng ating mapa. Pero yung 50-50 chance na yun, mukhang sa gitna pa sila magkikita. Napakainit na pwede makita ito sa Ixor.
Oh, the timing. The timing.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
nakita.
no.
You are dead. Bye-bye. Ayun lang.
na.
The timing para kay CLD. Brutal para kay Ixor kasi CLD could be anywhere dito sa mapa natin. He has not revealed himself sa Amellion Gaming squad. And map point for Vanguard on Amellion's map pick, and the regret of picking itong Black Widow as that first map is starting to set in, pare.
Medyo naging risky yan for the side of Amellion. But for now, VG, Vanguard, ibang klase talaga yung performance nila. Simula first half, all of the aggressive push, ginawa na nga nila lahat. And again, ibang klase rin talaga yung presence ng mga members ng Vanguard. Katulad dito ni Tetsu, nakakuha nga agad ng first take up against the side of Yaba. 5v4 situation, at ngayon, map point pa lang ngayon ng Vanguard.
Yep, Aiden, di napansin. Nakadaan na si Zerk. Does not see the name through the smoke. Wala pang damage dito si Zerk actually. So he's missing all of these shots. 100 HP pa rin si Zerk. Aiden losing his life dito sa metal box. Pero 4 strong pa naman yung Vanguard at meron silang short control. Folex even falling down. And CLD, the only defender possibly pwedeng lumabas dito sa window A, pero naandito na si Tetsu from the short side. One lang nag-take ng short from the side of Amellion Gaming, so they have to worry about this angle. Ixor naandito na sa loob ng slope, pero si Bem na mismo umubos at si Tetsu as well ng Amellion. At kakadating pa lang ni Clyde, sinabi niya, nasa na yung mga kakampi ko? Akala ko magpupush tayo ng A, pero inubos lang pala sila doon.
Ibang klase talaga yun. Nakala natin the side of Amellion Gaming, they have the upper hand dun sa last round na yun. Pero sabi mo nga kanina, ang tagal rin na naging rotation nung isang member nila on the side of Amellion at naubos agad yung tatlo. And knowing the side of Bem and Tetsu, sila lang rin pala yung uubos doon, and a good initiate fight on the side of Vanguard. Kaya nalinis nila ng mas maayos yung first half and the second half. At syempre, nakuha agad nila yung map 1 in this map, Black Widow.
For sure. And ayun nga, you can feel the hurt no of sub-base not being an option dito sa veto natin, which is good news para sa Vanguard kasi yun nga, they have a map pool of siguro 6, 7 maps pwede natin sabihin. So, yeah, a lot of options para dito sa Vanguard. And since na-take away nila yung pinaka-main map na Amellion takes their strength from, they get to start off dito sa Black Widow, a map that they're very familiar with. Obviously, nakita natin dito sa first map. And ayun nga, papasok na sila dito sa map number 2 in compound on their own map pick. So confidence is at an all-time high para dito sa Vanguard.
Definitely. And again, Amellion Gaming, they need to step up palalo. Kumbaga, they need to triple their energy or yung kanilang effort up against the side of Vanguard. Kasi nakikita natin, Vanguard, parang normal lang rin talaga yung ginagawa nila na hindi pa ganun na-exert yung 100% effort nila up against that map number 1 dun sa side ng Amellion Gaming. And again, Amellion Gaming, kailangan nilang magkaroon ng magandang strategy. Kasi hindi lang isa dito yung mga players ng Vanguard yung kanilang problema eh. Yung 5 players ng Vanguard, ayun yung mismong problema nila kung paano ma-shutdown, paano malinis yung kada round. At ayun yung kailangan nilang gawin going into the next map na ating kailangan bantayan din.
Yeah, I can't wait to see yung set summary actually of who ended up on top. Yeah, dito sa game natin. I think it's between dito kay CLD at kay Folex kung sino yung top frag between yung players dito sa Vanguard. But all in all, man, everyone played really well. Tetsu was hitting his shots, Bem was clutching, TLD anchoring really well, Folex did his thing of just pushing every single time. And ayun nga, it was just an overall great game galing sa side ng Vanguard. Even si Aiden, man, who's slightly having a hard time anchoring dito sa A side, but then on the other rounds, nakaka-impact naman siya dito. Pero highlights, of course, as we do see, Black Widow, slightly a disaster para sa Amellion.
Napakadami nangyari. Pero definitely, dito mo makikita kung paano mag-play out talaga yung team ng Vanguard. Especially the first round, yes. Nandun yung casualties na nakita natin on the side of Amellion Gaming. But unfortunately, CLD and Bem with a huge, insane clutches na nakita natin. Doon mo makikita talaga yung overall performance ng Vanguard na ibang klase talaga sila dito sa CFS PH Impact.
Yep. Never doubt Bem, man. Never doubt Bem. He is the man that will clutch you the rounds that you need to clutch, pare. So, Vanguard, up 1-0 dito sa series natin. It's already looking great para sa kanila dito as they enter itong compound, and with Folex being this red hot, no, galing dito sa map number 1 natin, mid is definitely gonna be a problem. Pero set summary, of course, sino ba ang nagwagi na maging MVP galing sa Vanguard dito sa map number 1? Let's see.
Ayan.
Oh, I think Folex barely missed yung KV At least pareho sila ng KR ni CLD dito, but CLD died a lot less dito sa mapa natin, man.
Napakalinis rin talaga naging performance neto ni CLD, and all of the clutches na nakita natin with them is napaka-on point talaga. Yung support system nilang dalawa is napakaganda, and overall Vanguard, ibang klase talaga yung pinakita nila onto this Black Widow map. And Amellion Gaming, they need to stand up palalo or magkaroon ng magandang push dun sa next map natin. Pero syempre, titignan natin ang ating set MVP. Walang iba kundi si Polex pa din.
Sa CLD, but it's fine. I mean, they kind of played both the same, but I think it's the AP that led it, pare. So, yeah, congrats dito kay Polex. This is like his 4th MVP. So, he's definitely playing really good, but it could have gone either way, honestly, dito sa Vanguard. But still, him claiming it is not a matter of question para sa akin dito. 71% of his skills were headshots, so Polex was definitely on point with his AK dito sa mapa natin.
Napaka-ibang klase yung performance overall. CLD man or Polex, talagang etong team ng Vanguard or etong mga players ng Vanguard ang kailangan pa nilang i-move or look forward sa mga susunod na laban natin. But for now, map number 2, dito natin makikita kung mas magiging maganda nga ba yung performance palalo, knowing Vanguard, sila ang pumili ng compound, and the side of Amellion Gaming, kakayanin kaya nila ang casualties na pwedeng mawala ulit sa kanila on the first few rounds ng ating first half.
Yeah, and yun yung unang objective dito ng Amellion, no, is to neutralize itong Vanguard in the early game, make them play the sites itself na hindi sila makakagawa ng proactivity at any point of the map. It's nice to see na si Zerk is finally sniping again dito sa baka mapa natin because they really need it pagdating dito sa compound to, you know, kind of offset itong si Tetsu, no? And ayun nga, Ixor and itong si Yaba and si Iren, they're all pretty much online dito sa mapa na to, but they just got caught multiple times. So compound can definitely work para dito sa Amellion. But knowing ito kasing Vanguard, it is their map, so they're definitely well prepared, no, para dito sa map 2.
Napakaganda rin talaga yan on their team. Pero again, kailangan pa rin talaga nilang i-overcome yung ganong naging outcome onto the map number 1. Kasi kung hindi talaga nila masasabayan, andun yung magiging problema nila onto the first half nitong compound. Kasi either way, the side of Polex, napakadami niya talagang support system. Kahit sabihin mo ng masyado siyang nag-overextend dun sa ating naging laban ng map number 1. Andun rin talaga yung winning condition. Kahit dalawa up against 4 members on the side of Amellion Gaming, it's a win pa rin na nangyayari on the side of Vanguard. So, kahit pa paano, kailangan pa rin talagang maging patience at maging maganda yung performance ngayon ng Amellion Gaming onto the map number 2 for them to push this into the Mexico map.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately para sa Amellion, no, they're gonna start on the BL side sa mapa na to. And second half is gonna be them with the advantage, pero you still have to go through, of course, yung depensa ng Vanguard dito sa compound, which is not easy to get into, no, kagaya na nakita natin kanina with Vanguard on their own GR side. And Amellion, man, they need Iren, Yaba, those two to really step up to the plate pagdating nga sa pag-open up ng mapa natin. I think mid's gonna be really difficult to take considering Tetsu is live and alive. There's also ibang players na nasa loob ng site, CLD and them on each one. And you have to anticipate as well, no, yung mga aggressive plays from some of these players. Pwede silang lumabas ng CB, LB, SD, LA, CA. Any spot is a possibility para dito sa Vanguard na mag-aggressive dito sa GR.
And definitely, isa yun sa factor na they need to consider then on the side of Amellion Gaming. So, andito tayo sa stage na kung saan Amellion Gaming kailangan pa nilang alamin or kailangan pa lalo na yung 5 players nila, sabayin yung energy ng 5 players ng side ng Vanguard para mas maging maganda yung dikit. Na-point out nga natin yung sniper shots or yung sniper role ni Zerk on their team is napakaganda nung ating nakitang mga highlights and yung kanyang 2K dun sa may gitna. And again, dito kaya mauulit kaya ni Zerk yung ganong performance at kaya niya kayang sabayan si Tetsu in terms of the role na meron silang dalawa. Kasi once na ma-overcome niya yung ganong performance si Tetsu, for sure, they have the upper hand para mas madepensahan at makuha pa yung kalamangan in terms of the second half. But for now, simula ng ating laban, Behem ngayon ang unang makakuha ng engagement. And again, Polex, 2K agad na makakuha nila.
Ito na yung sinasabi ko, man. That mid control, Vanguard, hindi nila ibibigay ng libre lang dito ang con mid. Tetsu, nakuha na nga si Isor, pero alam ba nila si Zerk lalabas ng CB, but I think they are aware na wala ng presence na lalabas dito. But are they gonna look behind them? Tetsu not gonna look behind them, pero meron pa naman tao sa CA. Bem can clear out itong si Zerk. But does not hit the first shot. Yun lang, you have to hit the first one. Yaba mahuhulog na C4 sa gitna ng kawalan. Zerk na lang natitira para sa side ng Amellion Gaming on half HP. CLD still on full, Aiden on half. It's a tough one, and CLD tinapos na agad, men. Di na pinalagpas yung oras.
The side of Vanguard, ibang klase talaga. Kada first round ng ating laban, mas naglilin towards talaga sila dun sa biglaang push dun sa may mid side. All over the map rin talaga. Nandun yung presensya, knowing Polex, the first initiate fight. Alam agad nila yung information, but for now, medyo nagiging passive ngayon. Pero mas nag-overcome yung takot rin dito ni Zerk na na-outplay niya ngayon for the round number 2 itong si Tetsu.
Pero Tetsu already out of the question, no? That is already a huge pick-off para sa side ng Amellion. No more sniper threat para sa side ng Vanguard. So ngayon, magsistay na lang sila sa loob ng kanilang mga sites with the exception of B actually. Fall X at si Aiden gusto nila maging agresibo dito sa may B pillar. And Amellion, dahil nga naka-pick off sila, they're taking it really, really slow. LA attempted to be taken here. And kahit isang tapak lang na marinig dito sa long A, and that is a sign na pwede na mag-rotate dito yung Vanguard, but they still have to be careful. Pero meron nang gustong umangat dito sa mid. And pag nakuha nga ni Aiden or si Fall X yung C4 dito sa CA, that's gonna be a huge pick-off. Napakalaking delay yan for the side of Amellion, pero information lang yata ang sapat na para sa side ng Vanguard. Solid ang kanilang depensa sa A site. 2F has to be taken. Aiden just crouching. I think na-spot niya na meron madaming tao dito sa LA and they need some help sa pag-defend dito. Yaba already. Bawas. Iren getting taken down. CLD getting 2 BRM or rather BIM getting si Isor in the process, and that's why I was worried dito sa long A push kasi lahat sila nasa loob ng isang choke point, pero Zerk at Clyde nakakuha ng dalawa dito sa Vanguard. So it's a one-on-one. Fall X, he peaks immediately. You have to know that, Zerk. He peaks immediately, and 2-0 para sa Vanguard. And it's a great start para sa kanilang GR side.
Napaganda na sana ng flank play or yung pag-lurk dito ni Clyde, but the side of Fall X, napaka-ready niya na makuha agad yung initiate gunfight na yun. And once again, that is a close fight on the side of Amellion Gaming to close out a round. But unfortunately, Vanguard, mas nag-step up lang talaga sila in terms of the gunfight na napapanalo nila sa bawat nakikita nilang information. Ngayon, Aiden creating a space up against the side of Yaba na mukhang ibinigyan niya ng magandang lesson. Pero sabi ni Zerk, ako na muna ang kukuha ng magandang kill. 1-for-1 para sa dalawang team na to, pero mas lamang ang side ng Vanguard because of the initial gunfight na meron sila.
3v3. Tetsu naka-sniper pa rin. Almost getting. Etong si Clyde would have been a huge pick-off para sa Amellion. Pero unti-unti silang nakaangat dito sa may mid-side. Meron ng control sa loob ng tower. Isor. Pagbaspot niya dito si Bem out in the open, that's an advantageous angle. Galing dito sa tower, pero VG, they decide to just back off instead. That means merong slight timing dito yung Amellion na pwede silang pumasok ng entrance A. Pero hindi pa sila sure. They're taking their sweet time. Si Tetsu nasa loob ng LA. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Bem nakuha na si Iren and may information na ang Vanguard na A site yung gustong kunin ng Amellion, but they're still playing it careful. Tetsu, nakita yung ulo ni Isor. Full push galing kay Clyde, but it's a bit too late. Bem, na-spot ka na dito sa LA ni Clyde. And ayan na nga. It is not a good start para sa Amellion, pare.
Ang hirap rin isipin na they have the advantage na sana, pero hindi kasi gaano na-clear out agad or na-anticipate yung mga placement ng mga angles or pwedeng pagtaguan, and now yung mid is now being controlled on the side of Vanguard. Ang daming mga casualty na nawala sa kanila, but again, ang napakagandang space na na-create again on the hands of Folex. Pwede siya makakuha ng magandang pick-up. Katulad dito, isa yung makukuha niya, pero Yaba ngayon falling low dun sa may gitna. Pero Aiden also with that good initiate sana na makikita natin. But Zerk with a good trade. 2v2 situation ngayon. Folex kontra dito kay Yaba. Sino nga ba ang magwawagi dun sa kanilang laban? Tatakbo na lang daw siya, pero si LD dun sa may gitna, makikita naman nila. Etong si Zerk with a 1 HP na lang sa kanyang buhay. Disadvantage pa rin once again on the side of Amellion.
And Zerk, Yaba, entering, possibly, dito sa site natin. VG, outside, Yaba with the crossfire with the RS player, and ayan na nga, it's a perfect setup para sa Amellion. Vanguard getting a bit too reckless dito sa mid-side natin with all the fights that they're taking. And it's risky for a reason, no pare. Usually, Vanguard coming out on top dito sa mga risk natin, but it's called a risk for a reason. It's not gonna work all the time, pare.
Talagang dapat ready ka rin kung matalo ka man o manalo dun sa pag-risk. And again, Vanguard trying to secure once again the space na pwede nila makuha. Katulad dyan, Zerk will fall down sa kamay lang ni Tetsu. Napakalalim ulit nila na kontrolin etong B site na pwedeng maging delikadong spot once na pwedeng pumasok dito ang side ng Amellion Gaming. But for now, Tetsu and the side of CLD, grabe yung pag-hold nila dito sa A.
Zerk already gone. Really good pick-off para sa side ng VG. And alam mo naman yung VG, they immediate call na okay, wala na mag-vid sa atin. We're just gonna play very, very calm. Maglalagay na lang tayo na tao dito sa Z. Most likely, meron din tao sa RS. And you can defend yung mid galing sa position ng C3 actually. Dito sa A site, patungan mo lang yung table. Pero smoke papuntang EA. So may slight information na dito yung Vanguard kung nasa na ang mga players ng Amellion. Instead, ipupush nila yung smoke actually. That flash is gonna delay a lot. Potentially a nade incoming. Pero yan na nga, papasok na dito yung Amellion Gaming on the site. CLD na wala na agad. Spammed through the wall. Tetsu getting si Iren in the process. Tetsu, low HP. Sino sasalo ng nade? Mukhang si Clyde.
Wow!
Tetsu still gets the shot. 1 HP and still killing ang sniper ng Vanguard Gaming. Pero titignan natin, kaya ba nilang tapusin yung round na to? Axor getting Tetsu and si Bem. Aiden could be up next. Nandito lang sa kabaong si Isor and he does not get the crazy 3K that he asks for. Yaba na lang natitira. Nasa harap ng EA. Aiden harap-harapan sa kalaban. And 4-1 Vanguard. A really good defense and a really good reaction. Galing dito kay Tetsu man. Nagstay lang siya dito sa LA so he doesn't immediately die. Even getting 2 with the sniper.
Kailangan mo talaga kahit 1 HP lang natitira kay Tetsu, matakot ka pa din dahil dun sa initiate fight na yon, nakakuha pa siya ng 2K. And once again, the start of the round, Yaba ngayon yung kanyang mabibiktima with that kill. And now, Zerk hindi magkoconnect yung first shot niya. Pero ibang klase rin talaga yung naging start ng round natin for the side of both teams. Yes, nandyan yung pag-lurk ng dalawang players natin. Folex once again trying to create a space dun sa may likuran at medyo nape-pressure na din yung position on the side of Amellion Gaming at mukhang hindi na rin sila makaka-back out pa at kailangan nila mag-commit sa isang side.
Daw dito sa CLD, not in the usual position dito sa C3 and not much defenders dito sa A site. And Bem, ang ganda na ng spot niya sana dito sa may kabaong pero yun lang, it turns into an actual coffin dito sa ating site. And the C4 goes down. Aiden na lang natitira. Folex na spatan dito sa gilid. And Zerk, ayun na nga, nakita na dito si Aiden. Re-peeking twice. Aiden with the headshot. Pero medyo mahirap na ito na yung nakahold dito sa 2F unless Aiden kaya na bang gawin to. Does not spot the player on the right side. Clyde, ang ganda ng kanyang tago doon.
Malinis.
Ayun na nga, Amellion getting some points.
Malinis na execution on the side of Amellion. And knowing Vanguard, parang di nga sila nakabawi dun sa kill na yon. Knowing Tetsu yung nakakuha ng magandang first pick-up sana kay Yaba. But si Zerk, mas nagkakaroon sila ng magandang trade-off na nawawala yung sniper on the side of Vanguard. Right now, slow push, passive play para sa side ng Amellion. So, panibagong setup ulit yung pwede nilang gawin onto the mid side.
Mhm. And yun nga, VG, na-notice mo no na they're not really fighting for mid for the past few rounds and they're trying to set up a trap dito sa curve. Pero Zerk nahanap si CLD. That's such a deep position para sa sniper ng Amellion. And it's a good cover. Kung mahanap nga ni Yaba dito si Tetsu, Bem, Fall X, sumagot agad. It's suddenly a 3v3 again. Ganun kabilis yung trades ng Vanguard dito and they still have the A side covered. C4 ipipick up dito ni Isor. Wala nang sniper yung dalawang teams natin. So it's up to the AKs and the M4s. Oh, pero Folex, alam mo naman, classic Folex still gets the headshot kay Irene before dying. 2v2. And it's getting tense yung round na to. Bem. Natinamaan pa nga. Okay, it's a 1v1. Why is it a 1v1? Kasi everyone wanted to fight dito sa round natin.
Gusto talaga nilang labanan yung kanilang mga advantage. But unfortunately, isang bala lang ang kailangan ni Aiden to get that round. 5-2 score. Napakaganda talaga ng round na yun for the side of both teams. More on gunfight ang halos nakita natin. Hindi rin gaano na close out because of the back and forth gunfight na trade na clear out the side of Amellion and the side of Vanguard. Pero ngayon kasi nakikita mo napakalalim ngayon ng B control ng Vanguard na pwedeng maging alanganin yung pagpasok rin ng mga players ngayon ng Amellion.
Potential B setup yan para sa side ng Vanguard. And if walang lalabas dito sa B, then magpupush sila via that CB side. Yaba with the first peak, nakuha na si Aiden, but they still know na naandito si Folex trying to go aggressive and nakuha niya pa rin si Yaba. Zerk trying to get this pick off kay Folex, pero Folex nasa pillar lang. He can still get the headshot to surprise etong si Zerk, pero hindi siya nagulat. Hindi man lang siya nabawasan doon. B is clear. At least LB for now para dito kay Zerk, pero lumipat na agad si CLD papuntang storage. Meron pa rin dalawang player on the A site, pero wala na nagko-cover masyado dito sa curve. So merong onting opening dito yung Amellion to potentially go B.
Ito nga ba yung magiging punishment nila up against the side of Amellion Gaming and Vanguard. Parang di ganito yung usual na nakikita natin placement sa kanila. And again, terms of kill, Zerk once again nagpapakitang gilas for the first half. Amellion Gaming, ito yung isa sa mga key players ngayon nila na nasa-shutdown niya yung mga players na hindi na kailangan ngayon ng Vanguard. Pero ngayon,
I don't think this is a good idea. I think they should just go B. Kasi clear na, oh. I mean, yeah, nandun yung sniper, but... Oh, they're gonna clear it, actually. Never mind, pinatay na lang yung Zerk. He's like, yep, I'm gonna just end the round right now. And 5-3, Amellion, okay. Starting to wake up. Zerk, wide awake. Ito na yung Zerk na hinahanap ko, man. Dun sa last series nila. This is the Zerk that Amellion needed, pare.
Naging enough yung warm-up dun sa game number 1 and yung lesson na nalaman nila. But again, Folex with a 2K. Pero mukhang hindi pa nagtatapos ang lahat dyan. Gusto pa siya ng isa. But unfortunately, si Clyde ang makakuha sa kanya. And now, 4 vs 2 situation. Yaba pa rin nandun sa may gitna. Nananatiling buhay sana. Pero si CLD, binigyan niya na naman ng isa. Clyde na lang. Anong gagawin mo? Dahil mukhang ibang klase ngayon yung Vanguard for this round.
And ngayon, papasok na ng BL side yung Vanguard dito. And let's see what yung macro looks like at the start of the round para sa kanila, men. They like to go 5-man on one side of the map from time to time. Pero ngayon, magde-default muna sila. Play for picks. And okay, tatry nila i-take over itong LB natin, pare.
Napakadelikado to at kailangan rin maging ready so far on the side of Amellion Gaming, knowing na etong si Yaba medyo nagkaroon nga ng damage sa kanya, pero once again, kailangan lang rin talagang tignan ng mga corners or tignan ni Folex, knowing siya lagi yung nag-initiate sa kanila, siya lagi yung nag-enter. At katulad niyan, si Irene ngayon ang kanyang tutumba, and especially Yaba ngayon. Open yung site para sa kanila, but unfortunately, nandun pa rin yung trade na kukunin sana nila up against the side of Zerk. Pero Zerk, isa lang yung nakuha niya, and Ixor, titignan nga natin kung kaya niya, pero hindi daw. 7-3 ngayon yung score.
Quick one tap. Galing kay Folex. Nothing new to the man himself. And Vanguard getting the first round dito sa second half already. A good sign para sa kanila dito. 3 rounds na lang nasa kanila na yung compound and nasa kanila na ang series natin. Zerk with 15 though. Can still make the difference para sa side ng Amellion, pero VG going a bit aggressive. Dito naman sa LB, once again, Yaba at Iren, two of the players that you expect na kaya i-hold etong si FallX. But it didn't work out in their favor. We are just seeing FallX over and over again dito sa kill feed natin, pare, at puro headshot ang kanyang AK. But can he keep going? Can he get the 4? No, he cannot. Ixor taking down Tetsu at si CLD. But where is the rest of the squad para makapasok dito ng A? This is a tough clear though para kay Ixor dito sa LA, pero Aiden instant one tap and FallX another one para sa kanya. 4 one taps in 1 round, pare.
Ganun kalinis, ganun kaganda yung crosser placement neto ni FallX with that huge adjustment na ginawa nila. Parang wala silang binago simula nung dumedepensa sila. Ngayon na opensa ngayon sila, na kailangan lang nila i-secure yung mga side. Pero FallX, siya na bahala. Siya na agad yung mag-initiate ng fight. And once again, Tetsu creating a space. At mukhang nakuha agad nila yung pinaka-archit na si Zerk. Tama ka nga dun.
That's gonna hurt, man. Knowing yung opensa ng Amellion is somewhat weak pag wala dito si Zerk. So it's all up to Ixor. Pero Yaba, okay, bumabawin na rin dito kay Tetsu. So sniper for sniper ang naging trade natin. So, meron pa rin isang player na nasa loob ng tower. Meron pa rin player na nasa loob ng B-site. Napaka-solid pa naman ng depensa ng Amellion so far. Yaba, Ixor taken down. And grabe, they're taking both sides at the same time. What is this madness galing sa side ng Vanguard? And they are toying with Amellion at the moment, pare. 9-3. Last round to gain itong mapa natin, and VG are gonna seal off first place if kaya nga nila i-pull off to.
Oh no, ibang klase talaga ang second half ng Vanguard. Mas pinapakita nila yung tunay na laro nila. Katulad dun sa ating naging map number 1 kanina. Aiden once again with a good exchange pa rin dito sa dalawang players ng Amellion Gaming. And again, Yaba and Zerk nakakuha ng magandang pick-off, pero andun pa rin naman etong si Tetsu. Kaya niya nga bang mai-secure agad etong map na ito? Pero mukhang lumalaban pa rin.
Bumalik siya ng base para mag-swap ng bag dito. He went from the sniper to the AK, pero I think the swap was a bit too late para dito kay Tetsu. 9-4, Amellion Gaming, a lot more aggressive, a lot more assertive dun sa round na yun. And Vanguard, yep, still a whole lot of points na kailangan pahabulin dito ng Amellion. So they have to play a perfect defense, pare.
For sure. And then again, nakikita mo.
Oh, look at LA, pare. Look at LA.
Libreng-libre ata. Napakabilis lang nagiging transition nila.
They tried to lead yung B.
Zerk, Iren, Yaba. Ano nga ba gagawin nila? Parang nag-fall down agad. Or yung information nila. Pero Yaba, good information yon na nakuha agad nila si Tetsu. Pero si FallX once again, iba talaga yung nagiging aggressive play niya with a 2K already. Dun sa kanilang nagiging laro. Maganda yung execution nila. 3-man down on the side of Amellion Gaming. Kontra dito sa dalawa na natitira sa kanila. Clyde, medyo nagiging pulado yung kanyang buhay up against the side of Aiden. Pero napakaganda pa rin ang nagiging trade-off. Pero si FallX, yun yung tao na kailangan yung bantayan. And once again, they have this map number 2 and a 2-0 sweep once again on the side of Vanguard.
FallX is so nutty, man. This kid is insane. May nakabantay na sniper sa 2F, by the way. Dun sa situation na yun. What he did, he just swung wide na one tap niya si Zerk dito sa 2F, and I'm just like, okay, how does that happen? I guess nasa kanila na yung game. So FallX, once again, another marquee performance para sa kanya dito. The rest of the squad plays super well as well. Tetsu, actually, these series natin also stepped up to the plate. Gamit yung kanyang sniper, CLD, Ben doing their due job. Aiden, with a very nice compound actually. Maganda yung naging mga kills na dito. The impact on his frags is lurked from time to time. Even from time to time para dito sa VG siya pa yung nag-entry. So, being more of that flex player para sa kanyang team really served well para dito sa VG ng compound.
And commendable pa rin naman dun sa naging effort on the side of Amellion Gaming, knowing Zerk gumagawa talaga ng magandang play for their team. Pero unfortunately, medyo hindi rin nakasabay yung the rest of the members ng Amellion Gaming. Pero syempre, nandun pa rin talaga yung skill level or yung factor ng Vanguard, yung gap nila between dun sa naging experience or dun sa mga naging performance nila onto the first moments nila for this tournament. Pero syempre, andun talaga yung naging magandang playstyle na gusto kong makita sa highlights in
Mm.
terms of the execution na itong team ng Vanguard, and especially overall Amellion Gaming, napakaganda pa rin talaga nung ginawa nilang sumubok pa rin sila.
It's a nice try, man. Zerk, resurgence dito ni Zerk once again. He's starting to come alive sa mga ibang series natin, but it's about that consistency. But at the
Mhm.
same time, Aaron, it's a Vanguard. Vanguard is just too good at the end of the day. Na even if mag full power dito yung Amellion, I think they still cannot take yung Vanguard dito. They are just too good of a team no matter what happens. Pero makikita natin yung highlights. It's a classic Vanguard map, pare.
Napakahusay talaga on the side of Vanguard. Knowing yes, the first few engagement is nakukuha nga ng Amellion Gaming. But unfortunately, in terms of the individual skills na itong dalawang team na to, na-outperform nila, yes, yung bawat isa, pero mas nag-stand out pa rin talaga dito yung mga players ng Vanguard because of the overall performance na pinakita nila from the start ng map number 1 and from the map number 2 dito sa compound. Especially Zerk with this 3K, hindi ako nagkakamali for that round. Ibang klase pa rin talaga yung player na to from the side of Amellion Gaming. But again, doon nga nagtapos ang ating series number 2 with a 2-0 sweep para sa side ng Vanguard.
Yeah, I mean, pretty quick one. Pretty quick day so far. Dalawang 2-0 ang napadpad natin dito sa CFS Impact PH. So, yeah, it could be a sign for the rest of the games to maybe go in that nature as well. Hopefully in this para, mas umaba naman ote yung mga games natin for the entertainment of the people, pare. Pero, yeah, it is what it is, man. The better team just wins. Still, props pa rin dito sa Amellion. They really tried to get back into the swing of things dito sa mapa na to. Pero, ayun nga, when VG has their own map, when VG has their own momentum, when they're playing this good, and this cleanly, no, mahirap talagang pigilan yung ganitong type ng team. So, good luck dito sa Amellion Gaming. It might not look good right now para sa group stage, no, but I feel like isa sila sa mga teams that can definitely make it to top 4.
And especially, again, sa top 4 natin, isa na sa mga teams na kailangan nga talagang i-look forward pa. Pero syempre, may tatlong spot pa tayo na gusto ko ring malaman. Sino pa kaya yung mga teams na yun na malalaman mo pa lang dun sa nagiging performance nila in terms of the group stage na kaya talaga nila makasecure. Once again, you still have Vanguard and dun pa rin naman yung R7, pero still, titignan pa rin natin kung magiging consistent pa rin sila sa mga pwede nilang ipakita sa ating panalo. And knowing the set summary nga na nakita natin on the map number 1, medyo naging dikit nga yung naging stats nitong dalawa ni CLD and Folex. Pero syempre si Folex pa rin yung nag-outstand dun sa naging performance ng map 1. Pero at this point, parang wala siyang katapat ngayon sa kanyang team. Parang all around Folex, napakaganda talaga nung pinakita for the map number 2.
Yeah, it's really useful to have knowing how good the team is, itong Sombri team natin, that could be a really good game. Baka 3 maps yun, honestly. Pero nakikita natin yung set summary, of course, in Amellion Gaming. It's Zerk who tried his best. 1.14 kills per round, 1.45 sa kanyang KD. Ixor as well got some good rounds, but still, Folex blowing up the scoreboard, pare. And 2.88 KD, 1.64 kills per round. And might have gone in a bit too hard, pare. -1 ang kanyang AP, but still, they won the game.
Napaganda rin talaga yan. Pero let's see the match MVP for this series. Kung sino nga ba? Walang iba kundi ang inyong paborito player for the side of Vanguard. Folex. From set 1 to set 2, consistent MVP para dito sa ating match.
And yeah, it's another classic Folex game. Pwede natin tawagin dito. And yeah, I mean, this kid is unstoppable, man. Wala pa rin makakapigil dito kay Folex sa impact so far. No one really has no one really has success in stopping this kid dito sa ating impact tournament. So still have yet to be challenged itong Vanguard. And if they keep the consistency up, pare, they can get out of yung group stage as that first seed. And confidently, yun yung goal nila dito. But we're gonna have the match results, of course. So far, set 1 and set 2, 1 point lang ang difference.
Dito mo lang makikita na yung laban natin is gonna be a one-sided story. Pero nung first half, di mo talaga masasabi dahil sa side of Amellion Gaming, may ibubuga pa rin talaga in the few rounds ng half natin. Pero nung second half, dun mo masasabi, okay, game talaga to ng Vanguard. And again, 10-3, 10-4 score, ayun yung magiging resulta lang dito with a good 2-0 sweep ng Vanguard. And again, that concludes the series number 2. So again, Vanguard, may kita pa natin sila mamaya up against the side of Samsiri. And nung series number 1, Ria 7, may kita ulit natin sila for the third series up against the side of Ubek Mania GT White. So dalawang teams natin ay umulit for their second game for the day number 4. So makikita nga natin kung gaano kalakas pa rin yung factor na kaya nilang ibigay up against their new opponents for this day.
Yep. And it's gonna be an interesting rest of the day, pare, in all honesty. But guys, wag kayo mag-alala kung mawawala yung stream na to. We are just gonna have a quick restream. And babalik kami dito on the same page. So make sure to drop a follow, drop your notice para ma-notify kayo when we are back on the stream. Pero yeah, excited for the rest of the day dito, pare.
And once again guys, huwag kayong alas dahil magbabalik muli kami for more action.